Hello string players! I'm making this video to help you guys with Star Wars. I was going to do it in front of a whiteboard, and I have a whiteboard, but I don't have whiteboard markers, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do what I can with what I have here. And there are a few things with Star Wars that people are having trouble with. The first is the rhythm. Okay? We're going to use some quarantine terms to help us with the rhythm. Those notes on the music that are divided into groups of three, like they actually have three above them, and they have the stems that are connected three in a row. We're going to call those quarantine. Okay? Those are our quarantine notes. And the half notes, those are the hollow circles with the stems. Those are going to be help. So the first measure, with the three notes that are a pickup to that measure, we would say quarantine help, help. Do you hear how help is held out for two snaps and quarantine fits into one? That's important. We'll try it together. Ready, go. Quarantine help, help. Again, one more time. Ready, go. Quarantine help, help. Now let's go to the next measure. In the next measure we have our quarantine again. And we have two quarter notes that are tied together. Those two quarter notes, which are the circles that are filled in with stems, those are worth one snap. They're tied together, which means that you hold them out for two. So it's just going to be like help. Quarantine help. And you have another quarter note. Let's make the quarter notes me. So quarantine help me. Got it? Let's do it again. Quarantine help me. From the beginning, it'll sound like this. Quarantine help, help, quarantine help me. Let's try just that much from the beginning. Follow along with your music if you can, because that would be awesome. Ready, and go. Quarantine help, help, quarantine help me. Quarantine help me. Quarantine help. Got it? So every time you see a half note or two quarter notes that are tied together, that's help. Anytime you see a quarter note, that's me. Anytime you see the triplets, that's quarantine. So the whole thing is going to sound like this. Do it with me. Ready, and go. Quarantine help, help, quarantine help me. Quarantine help me. Quarantine help, quarantine help, help, quarantine help me. Quarantine help me. Quarantine help. Actually, it's quarantine me, but that's okay. You get it, right? Practice the rhythm first. Once you can say the rhythm like that, and maybe rewind this tape and say it with me a few times and follow along. Once you can say that rhythm, that's when it's time to bring up your violin or viola. The very first note is a new note. We have not spent very much time on it. It is on the G string. It is first finger on the G string. Make sure it's in tune. Make sure it's in tune before you start. Very important. It should sound like happy birthday, right? Okay, so quarantine help. The next note after those three first fingers on the G string is your open D. Quarantine help, right? And the note after that is your open A, which we've also learned. So quarantine help me. If you can sing along, bonus points, because that means you're doing it right. Except I was supposed to say help, help, not help me. But just pretend that I said the right thing. Or try that much again. Ready, and go. Quarantine help, help. Just get that much before you go on. Because the next part is on the D string. You're going to start on your third finger. Make sure that your wrist is straight. I don't want to see any of this, guys. Straight wrist. Nice curvy fingers. Okay? Should sound like a scale. If it's right. And you want to get that before you start. Because the next part is 3, 2, 1 on the D string. Quarantine. Practice it a few times. Quarantine. Got it? Because you're not going to go down to your D string. Not yet. You're going to play 3, 2, 1, and then move that third finger just right straight over onto the A. Because that's your next note. Help! Quarantine, help! From 1 to 4. And that's probably going to be the hardest part. So from the beginning, just that much is, remember, first finger, G string, quarantine, help, help, quarantine, help. Gotta make sure it's in tune. Always make sure it's in tune. Back to open A. So. Ooh, not like that. Hear it? Quarantine, help me. Quarantine, help me. Same thing 2 times. You might even practice that again and again. Just get it in tune. Starting on the third finger on your D. Quarantine, help me. Quarantine, help me. I hope that's not too much to start with. Okay? Because then you're almost done. Because you're going to come back to your third on your D string. And instead of going down 3, 2, 1, you're going to go 3, 2, 3. So, not as much work. Hear it? 3, 2, 3, and then 1. I'm just going to play that much. From the beginning. First finger, G string. Ready, go. I'm going to ask you guys to just practice that much, because once you have that, you have almost the whole thing. Because you play that much, and then you repeat it. Watch. 3, 2, 1, 3. 3, 2, 1, 3. 3, 2, 3, 1. And this is where it changes, and it's really easy. You just go to your open D and play Quarantine Me. That's it, and you're done. If you need any more help, let me know. Let me know if you're having trouble 1 with the rhythm, or 2 with the notes, or 3 with both. Okay, good luck.